A Boomer Alley video.
Like a lot of boomers, I'm trying really hard not to become my parents. You know, their generation was informed by the Great Depression and World War II, so they have a little trouble not sweating the small stuff. My parents can make a mountain out of any molehill, but we're boomers. We're from the age of Aquarius, so I'm trying to be more enlightened. I've read the road less traveled. I meditate. In my youth, I actually went to an ashram. Granted, I went there to try to meet women, but that can be enlightening too. And, you know, I learned that even in an ashram you can catch a social disease. I've been at this personal growth thing for a long time. I knew the secret when we used to just call it the rumor. And to tell you the truth, I thought I had my act together. I thought I had gotten past life's petty little hang-ups. But then, last week I was talking to my friend Joey DiMatteo, the one whose daughter's getting married, and he told me that he can't really afford this big wedding that his wife and daughter Rosalie are planning. So Joey went to talk to the groom's father to see if he would chip in, and the guy would. And this guy, who Joey thinks is some kind of Anglo-Saxon, well, turns out his name isn't really Schrock, it's Schrockstein. And then Joey says that he thinks the guy is a really cheap Jew. It doesn't even dawn on Joey that, as a Jew, I might find this a little offensive. Now, I'm not even that religious, but just hearing these words, I become pretty Jewish. All of a sudden, I've got corned beef on rye and stuffed derma coursing through my veins. But what do? Do I say something? Do I not say something? Joey's like my brother. We grew up in this neighborhood where almost everybody was either Italian or Jewish, and everybody got along. In high school, the Jewish guys always dated the Italian girls because we figured we could get more off them than off the Jewish girls. And the Italian guys always dated the Jewish girls because they figured they could get more off of them than off the Italian girls. But this was really just before the sexual revolution, so nobody was really getting anything off of anybody. There was just a lot of cross-cultural begging going on. Now, when I was alone with my Jewish friends, did we ever use the word guinea or wop when we were talking about the Italians? Of course we did, but not to anybody's face. What was Joey thinking? So what am I going to do? I know my parents would make a big deal out of this. They'd turn it into World War III and say they weren't going to go to the wedding. And I guess I could do that. I mean, it would save me all that airfare back to New Jersey. But, you know, that would just be me being cheap. And you know what? I'm not going to give Joey the satisfaction. But I don't want to make a mountain out of a molehill. You know, when my uncle died, he wasn't talking to my father. They were still fighting over something that happened back in 1972. I don't think either of them remembered what the fight was about. Well, I don't want that happening to me. I'm going to the wedding because, well, I love Joey. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get his daughter Rosalie too good a gift. Because A, it's going to drive Joey crazy, and that'll make my father proud. And B, it's giving more. And I think that's what you're supposed to do with enlightenment. Perfect. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time for me to ascend over to Starbucks and get myself a little enlightened latte. That's what I think. Let me know what you think. I'm Mark at BoomerAlley.com.
It's Boomer Alley, love.